It's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Shotgun snap for McCarron. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now let's take a look here at the Bills offense.
LaShawn Shady McCoy, one of the best running backs in the NFL. Why? Because of his ability to run the football. He's going to be a 1,000-yard runner year in and year out, but how about his ability to catch it out of the backfield and continue to create big plays?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
And McCarron will try again on 2nd. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun here, McCarron. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-0 is our score. Charles and I back to Denver after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with Devontae Booker, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A 2nd down carry for Booker. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. First catch there for Thomas. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Booker on 1st down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Vontae Davis able to get a hand in and knock that away.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Keenum. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And taking it across midfield and in. And it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Now Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the handoff, this is Booker. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This from 54 yards away. And now he had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Getting set to go again, we get a peek at Kelvin Benjamin as he heads back out there now. And you look at the numbers, not only has he not caught a pass, they haven't targeted him yet, and we're coming up toward halftime.
And you remember our meeting with the coach beforehand? What did he tell us about him? I write his number on my play sheet, and I circle it in bold type because I want to make sure he gets the ball and often.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
McCarron now to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
All right, here we go.
McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is McCarron. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
McCarron now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Set. Blue landing.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's McCarron. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Again, they'll throw it with A.J. McCarron. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. First and 10. Here's A.J. McCarron. And going over the middle here to Curley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Fourteen seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. They'll start out on the ground with Booker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The final shot before half for Keenum. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised, just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's McCarron to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Darian Stewart that time who was able to knock the pass away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing now is McCarron. And caught by Curley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, it's McCarron. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And an alley to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's go.
From midfield, here's Keenum. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Keenum. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Booker. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Out of the gun, Keenum. Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are in for 6. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
McManus now for the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
McCarron will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, it's McCoy. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw, McCarron, and able to find Curley. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jeremy Curley, 71 yards. And the Bills are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go play action here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Booker. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play action. Now it's Keenum. Looking deep for Demarius. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. McCarron will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue.
Working from the gun here, McCarron. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And Denver getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing on first down is Keenum. His throw incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Keenum now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And his throw is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Keenum. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. McCarron will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
McCarron on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shane Ray in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, here we go now. Green, 39.
Action with McCarron. And he's going to go down again.
Lucky 56.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long.
Set. Green, 39.
Shotgun snap from McCarron. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Booker. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Running again, and again it's Booker. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first, again, they go with Bunker. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. On second down, Freeman looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A give, running right, it's Booker. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now A.J. McCarron and the offense heading back onto the field. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but if you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs and mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts, move the ball downfield to get your team in a position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Green, 39!
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. And that's incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. Blue.
Now McCarron. He's got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady's singing yet, but she's starting to hum a little bit, isn't she?
You think she's doing scales at this point? I don't think there's any doubt about it, but they had to go for it. In this situation, with their timeout situation as well, they had to take the chance, try and get it done. They didn't. Now they're powerless to stop them, essentially.
They need a big play somehow from their defense. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. To his knee goes Keenum, and that should be the ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.